What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have the Predator without a mask. I've done the Predator with the mask and I thought I'd do him without it this time. So, let's go. I'm on a landscape page, use a pencil and eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast, take your time. And try and have fun. So we're going to start with his face, right? We're going to start with his frowning sort of eyebrow area. Center point to my page is about here, come up, over to the right. And we'll just go with this curving, kind of bumping line, right? So because we've got all these wrinkles and stuff on his face, or its face, like that, right? Then we do the same thing over this side. Goes quite far, right? Oh, just wrinkle this around. And then there's like a line at the top here. Coming around, right? So he's real wrinkly now. So we'll add lots of texture. We'll just get the main shape sort of drawn in first. So underneath here, then we have his eye shape. So we have a standard sort of small eye shape. So like this kind of thing. Right, like that. And this Predator that I'm drawn from, it's probably a particular type of one, but he's blind in one eye. So he's got like just a gray eye, and then there's like some scars up here. So like this kind of scar tissue stuff. Kind of cool. And we come over and do the other eye. Same sort of thing again. Doesn't have to be the exact same, but roughly the same sort of thing. And then his iris and pupil. Then we give him a scar here as well, why not? Maybe some more texture and wrinkles and things. Right, so then we got like maybe an eyelid line and some texture coming around his eye, bottom eyelid. Some stuff going around here. Wrinkles around the corners of his eyes and stuff. Same roughly on this side. And some wrinkles coming across his nose. And there is lots of this texture, so it's kind of optional how much of this you want to do. So I'm going to do the bottom half of his face first, and then we'll deal with that big dome, right? So we'll do the mouth, and it's open, and he's screaming, you know. So we've got these two fangs just on the side, just past the eye here. We got this sharp fang, like that, sort of a line down, like that, right? You do the same thing over here. Sharp fang. Then we have a line that joins the two across. It's like his top lip, I guess you'd call it. Like so. Okay. And then there's skin coming around here. Kind of joins his face, right? And all these skin lines as well on this as well. And more wrinkles and texture and things all here. Right, then his mouth opens down to these two bigger fangs. So again, bumpy skin line. Well, they're about the same size. They're not bigger fangs, but it's a big sort of mouth, right? Opens wide like that. And then these fangs sort of start here, curve around, right, and then goes back to there, and then we have a bump on top and on the side, because we're kind of looking down at them. Right, so we do this again, spike, back in, and then this sort of bump coming around there. And you can add texture on these as well if you want. Like that. Okay. So then this bumps around to his chin. So it'll go, there's this like fleshy area. So it like goes around here. Goes around there. And then we got like 2 bumps down here. Like that. Then there's like an inner portion to the mouth with more teeth and a line separating the pink skin from the like gray skin, I guess. So we'll go kind of like it comes down here. It's like the edge of his mouth, right? So it like goes down. Kind of around there, right? And this will have sort of texture like this on it. Just these wrinkles. Same thing over here, pretty much. Right. More fangs inside, okay? So 2 here, so like 1 there, another one beside there, and then 2 smaller ones in between. Like that, and then this has like gums coming around it. So. Like this, some bumps for gums and things all here. Yeah. Then we 4 teeth down here. So we just go again. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th, right? And then we have to sort of make this look like it's part of his mouth as well. So we have to add some like gum lines. So coming around just these. And then coming down his mouth. So all this sort of wrinkly skin and stuff. Right. Then there's an open section inside here. It's kind of like down to his throat, right? And there's lots of different circles inside. So say the top of it. So we go around here. It's kind of like an oval sort of shape. Down like this. And then there's layers inside. Kind of this kind of stuff. And then another one inside here. And then something else inside here. And then again, some texture lines here. And then there's way more skin lines, like coming down here from his jaw. So going down to there, all these texture lines. And then some coming up the side of the mouth. And it kind of goes up and around here. It goes down this way. Lots of these kind of texture lines now. Just trying to make it look like flaps of skin kind of thing, like you're just adding sort of texture to them. I'm just adding texture here where I think it would work, basically. That looks okay. I think that's enough. Sometimes it's hard to know when to stop and you end up doing too much. Okay, so then we'll attempt to do the top half of his face now, right? So coming out from these fangs, right? So we've got these sort of bumping kind of lines here, right? And eventually comes around, but he's got like these horns that stick out here, but this comes around to like a corner line from his eyebrow. So this will go up again, this side, right? And then the sort of corner line from his eyebrow bumps up here as well. Okay. And then every now and then he'll have these kind of whiskers, but I'll do those last. I'll do them with kind of thick black line. But we'll just add some like texture inside here. Just these bumps and things going up. So whiskers and eyebrows and things. He's got these thick black hair lines, but I'll do them all at once. So then his skull kind of comes around and it kind of like just bumps around kind of in random sort of ways. And then he's got some spikes coming up this way, but we'll do these kind of, this kind of bumping part of his skull first. And it goes around on top. So it goes kind of normal around on top here. And then there's all these patterns sort of in the middle, right? So he's got like a line that comes down sort of the middle of his head, going down that way. And it has patterns, right? So bumping around here. It reminds me of sort of Klingons. In sort of Star Trek or I'm sure they're probably different on each predator. Looks like a brain or something. I wonder if it is his brain. Oh my god. I wonder if it's like his brain poking through or something. Imagine. I would imagine it's armor though. And then there's like lines coming down this way. It's probably bone or something. And then some more again. Here. Do. Right, that kind of thing, and we do the same thing roughly over here. Now, I'm copying the image kinda. I'm not worried too much, you know, if I get it perfect or not. So okay, so that's like his skull. And then like more texture on this if you want. Like, right, and then he's got a set of horns that stick up back this way, right? And you've got maybe some skin bumps just every now and then, like just to show that it's actually growing out. So like a horn here. Another one there, maybe one in behind. There can be maybe a couple of rows. Like a big one there. There. Small one there. Right. Texture again. Like that, and then maybe a small one there, small one there. We do the same type of thing on the other side. So like starting say here. Maybe some skin bumps and stuff. And another one here. Behind. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. They don't seem to be the exact same on both sides, so that kind of makes it easier for us. Okay, and then if you want textures, like so. Right, so then dreads, okay. Dreads that come down over his shoulder and things. So say first one, we'll start here, we'll just go. Down that way, right? Just kind of behind his mouth, down to there. And then another one comes out from behind his head. There. Goes down that way. So these are the ones that are kind of in front. Right, so, and there's all ones in between these ones then. So say this. So, and then ones in between. Just down there. Okay, so like maybe another one in here. So they all kind of overlap one another, that's the thing. You gotta remember, so like some in between here. Another one in there. Another one sort of sticking out here. Like that. Another one on top, going behind his shoulder, this one, so we can't see the bottom of this one. Just like goes behind his shoulder somewhere there. Comes out down that way. And then there's some more going behind the shoulder here. So I'll say, where is his shoulder? So we'll go, we'll draw the shoulder first before we deal with any of that. So there's some in between. Say here. It goes behind his shoulder somewhere there. And then there's some on the other side. And there's all these gold bracelets and things on them. So we have to draw those as well. comes down. That. It's like one that goes behind his head this way. And then this comes down here. It's like goes behind another one, but we'll just draw it in. Like that. So then there's this is like another one here. Goes down there. The other side here. Then some more sort of lines there. And then this comes out this side. To there. And another one here. Another one in behind there. One, two, how many can I see? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then all these sort of bracelet things, right? So there's these ones here, these kind of spiky ones. Line down the middle. Sort of pattern there, like that. And then there's round ones. They kind of stick out off the hair a little bit. So we just give them a thicker edge, and then like just little patterns on the inside, like lines coming down like that. And then smaller ones down here. Like this, another one here. Another one down here somewhere. A big one here. One of these pointy ones. Okay. Then a big round one on this. So that, and then some small one here. Okay, right, so you can add more if you want, but I'll leave it like that. So shoulder armor, both sides. Okay, so we'll do this side first. So say like his trapezius, pretty high up. So say it like goes down that way, right? And then it goes into this like shoulder metal thing, right? It comes down this way. And then this goes up, across, and it has multiple armor layers, right? So it goes up, down that way, up, down that way. And then these change direction and go down this way. Like so. To here. Right, so it's like a turtle sort of shell. I think this Sharpie's wasted. Get a different one. Right, and we go, so different layers of this. Armor, right, so it goes down to there, and this seems to have a layer like this, goes up. This goes around, down to there, and then maybe like an edge line or something here. This goes in to there, and then like a metal plate or some edge lines just on these like so. Like a circle. This goes in, and give him some edge lines. Then this comes down, around to there, back up. Then another one under here. So it's like all these layers, like that, right? And then this armor goes in a bit further, down across his chest, back up, in, joins there. And there's all like different shapes inside here, so comes across, another layer down there, edge, just kind of breaking it up, making it look a little bit more mechanical. And if you want like scratches and dots and things like that. So then he has chest armor just below, right? So just here, his chest comes down like that. Then the top side goes up and into his hair here. Comes out from behind his hair down to there. And then you can break this into different sections as well. So we can give it like an edge. Some metal studs and things. Some cracks maybe. Same thing up here. Just like edge line, just to kind of make it look sort of 3D. And then some cracks and dots and dirt and all that kind of stuff. So his arm comes out this way. So that's like his tricep. And then his bicep goes out there. And it goes into his like arm like device, you know, that sits on his arm. Goes down this way. And you want to like kind of break this up again. Just make it look a bit mechanical. You're just like by adding boxes basically, and circles. Like another one here. Like that, right? And then he's got like wrinkles on his arm. This is like his actual skin, so all these wrinkles here. And other shoulder then. So as I said, it's kind of here, right? So we'll go just he's got a shoulder strap here that comes down across his chest. This way. How far does it go? It goes all the way really across here. And there's all these bones and things inside. But we'll just get the rest of his armor. So another shoulder armor plate comes down off the bottom of my page. The other side up here. Sort of two levels, right? So it goes back up into there, and then the second level just there, and then his arm off like that. And then we'll break this up into sort of different sort of shapes, right? So like an edge sort of line here, like so, and then boxes, just sort of breaking it up into these different shapes. Just trying to make it look a bit mechanical. All right, and then again, like little boxes inside this. Circles and some sort of edge lines to them. And scratches and dots and dirt and cracks and all this sort of texture. Like like so, right? And this is a strap, so this is a leather strap. Comes down just across here, and then it comes out the other side there, and it has buttons on it. Okay, and that means then like the rest of his shoulder goes that way. And that's hair, that's hair. It's like maybe some more hair just falling down here. Okay, so then what we got to do is do the skulls and bones that he wears as a necklace, and like the round circular necklace that he wears. So the circular one just goes around here, and it goes concentric circles, so it just goes like that. And then we got these bones that hang down here, right? So you just got these kind of typical sort of bone shapes. You can draw them any way you want, but they kind of just hang down here. If you go over any lines, you can just erase them or color over them. Like here, like for the strap of his, on his chest. Okay. Keep going, don't stop. Complicated drawing. Keep moving. Bone there, like a little one here. And then there's like a skull or something. It's like a bird skull, I think. Some sort of little creature anyway. And the skull eyes. There. That, and then like these cracks and fissures all going up. And there is a string that carries them, so it goes through, goes around his neck. And then the other side. So then he's got like this fishnet stuff that covers everything, right? So it kind of like comes around. So we'll add another dreadlock here. So say coming out from behind this way, just another piece of hair. Just there, and then we'll start doing this fishnet. Right, so you'll do your vertical lines, and then your lines will come across, so they'll go just going down like this. Just like a grid going all across his body. You'll do the same thing here. So you'll just go down. There, and you should see some on his shoulder and here as well. So like coming under all this stuff, and then down his chest. Kind of like Spider-Man's webs or something. Some people would be majorly offended by that. Like some on his shoulder. And then, yeah, going like this way. So it's just crisscrossing kind of down that way. Some under here as well, maybe. And that's right. Well, that's most of the details anyway. So what you got to do, well, you don't have to do it, but you can darken up some of your edge lines basically. You just like thicken up the edge of your character. it just makes things stand out a little bit more. Around his head. It just gives more emphasis to certain parts over others. So, you know, if you want his head to sort of stand out a bit, his mouth, you know. It's a good way to do it. Okay, but I think that that's enough for me. That is how to draw the Predator with no mask. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.